matchup between the Denver Broncos and the New York Jets. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Okay, but I gotta put the screen up.
Ready! 60 Pittsburgh. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Go.
They'll run on first down. Hickman. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
Check three. Hey, two. Yep. Ready?
Second down and inches. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Under 10. Tighten up. Yes. Snap.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A big play there. 55 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Ready? 15 line. 15 line.
first down. Kirby. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Looking to throw on second down. Gannon. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Back to throw. Gannon. And he comes back with one complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
70, Indy. 54. I don't think you got it, son. Check 37. Check 37. Check 3. Check 3. Hey, Foxtrot. Foxtrot. Watch the ship.
Second and 5. Dancing to his left. That's complete. He's got Lynch out of the backfield. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Check right, check right. Check, check. Brandon. Slam. Tight end. Wahoo. They go.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Flush to his right. And he caught it up, and it's scooped up by the Jets. Past the 20. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play for that defensive unit. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards, the final tally.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 24.
Three down. Hey, check. Three down. Check. Shit. Now.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. They'll get this out to Lynch, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Go. Check Michael Allen.
Operating from the gun. Gannon looking middle, and it's incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. But now it'll be 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches have told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
You got 3. Three down. Hey, check 2.
X3. 218, chopper. Hey, seam 6. Get it.
On 3rd down, Gannon. And he's got Miller. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 32-yard line.
Got it.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Check 55, Mike.
Pilot, 64, weak. Undercross, 5.
They'll drop to throw. And that's complete to Adams. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Check.
You draw Corker.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. He'll look to throw. He finds Lynch. It's complete. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now a give, right side. Hickman. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Look at me, zipper. Shoot.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, Gannon. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
And taken right on the 30. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Hey, Orbit, let's go, get it.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw, eluding the pressure right. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Lynch.
Let's go.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. Set it. You
Five.
You got tight right there.
Now back to throw. Buying time to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Broncos push further out in front. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a look.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Forced out to his left. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. It's their quarterback as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos push further out in front.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Gannon looking for Campbell downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start this.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off right around the 43. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He completes it to Boyd. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Safety screaming. Rock it. Check, snap.
He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. That is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
15-1. 15-1.
Watch that in. Right.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. 2nd and 4. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They're going to look to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They'll set up a throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. The extra point up and good. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Jets take over first and 10.
Let's go.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half.
And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 26. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Fire.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll buy some time right. And caught by Henry. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Strong right. We got three, fellas. We got three. Hey!
Big rip.
They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run.
It got his man complete. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 49 yards. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial tap.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. To throw on 2nd down. Gannon. And the Broncos get there and take him down. DeForest Buckner coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, wahoo!
Operating from the gun. Gannon. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
3 down. Check 20.
On the ball. 5.
2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw here. Rolling to his right. That's complete. He's got Lynch out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
3 down. Check your hot read. Hey,
Go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He gets this one to Boyd. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A really good pickup of 28 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Ready, break.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Shoot.
They'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Throwing to start the drive. Gannon. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Gannon. He's got the hook up to Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ready.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back to throw. Gannon. They'll find Miller. That's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 21. On first down, Gannon. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
First down and go back.
Ready. 8, read. Hey, Haywood. Lee Griffin.
Throwing on first down. Gannon. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Austin Seferian-Jenkins there to make the grab. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Ready.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 34-yard line.
Let's go. 50, plant. Go.
Watch the slant.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be...
Now,
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Looking to throw. He completes it to Henry. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Check 55, Mike.
Now back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration.
Let go.
On the ready.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a give right side. Hickman. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hickman. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. The Broncos on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. 2nd and 11, escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel, make sure they get their security deposit back. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, Gammon. Campbell making the catch. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in, touchdown, New York. Paris Campbell 60 yards. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is down to 24. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be... And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Jets have recovered. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that, and when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Gannon. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 11. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And it's complete. Henry. And out across midfield, down to the 45. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Back to throw here. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 27-yard line.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
They'll set up to throw. And that is caught. What a catch inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pick up there, 26 yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now this time he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Now the final act of this victory, the extra point. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. When no one was Was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.